to get your voice heard on free speeches via the Power Bar. There it is. It responds in real time to what you think of the panel's points of view, and it operates via Twitter. So just use hashtag yes or hashtag no, followed by the first name of a panellist each time you agree or disagree with them.
And here is our panel, whose first job in just one sentence is to tell us who they are and why they're here. So we'll start with you, please, Ruth.
My name is Ruth Davidson. I'm the leader of the Scottish Conservative Party, and I'm here because I think young people have a huge part to play in the debate in our country, and politicians need to work harder to make sure they get involved.
And Jane?
My name's Jane Busman. I'm a writer and a journalist. I'm here because I really want to go and see loads of shows.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Ranj?
My name's Ranj Singh. I am an NHS and a TV doctor, and I'm here because I care about the issues that affect young people.
And Ailey?
Yeah, my name's Aileen Campbell, and I'm Minister for Children and Young People in the Scottish Government, and I want to listen to what young people have to say as well, because your views are really important, and also because the Scottish Government's aim is to make Scotland the best place in the world to grow up.
And that is your panel. Modern life driving us mad. Ranj, this is a big topic. We want to keep the debate moving. So you've got 30 seconds to get us started. Okay. Starting now.
I think that there's a misconception that we have lots and lots of luxuries in the world today and in society, and yes, we do, but it has never been harder to be a young person. We are faced with so many pressures from society, from family, from school, from our peers, from online, from the media, that it is incredibly difficult to cope sometimes, and some people unfortunately manifest it by, you know, having problems with things like their mental health. And I think that mental health issues are growing, and we need to wake up to that fact and deal with it.
30 seconds up. Thank you,
It's time
Ranj.
to find out what the online audience think of what you've been saying so far, so let's fire it up. And Ranj, you are leading at the moment. Aileen, close second, well done.
Next, let's move the debate on mental health on. 2,000 psychiatric beds have been cut in England in the last 2 years, and more than half of English councils, which responded to a charity survey, said they cut their budgets for children and young people's mental health services last year. Johnny Benjamin investigated in a documentary for BBC3.
One of the worst failures happened when I was a student in Manchester. It was before I was diagnosed, and I was going through a serious mental breakdown. I felt like I was being possessed by the devil. I was in the grips of psychosis and desperate to take my life. So I ran out of the house.
There's no escape for devils inside.
I was walking the streets, completely out of control. Came into this busy road and just remember running alongside it, screaming and shouting at all the cars going past. Eventually I just collapsed, and I remember my housemates came and found me, and they took me to the local A&E down the road. I just wanted to end it all. And I told the psychiatrist this, but he said there wasn't much he could do. Didn't have any beds available. Just gave me some Valium and sent me on my way.
I think we have to be completely honest. The NHS does a fantastic job most of the time for most people, 24/7, 7 days a week. It does do a good job. When it comes to certain people, it could be better, and we need to be honest about that. The care of young people's mental health is not just the job of the NHS, it is the job of society as a whole. It's about social care as well, it's about care at home, it's about family support, peer support, support at school. So it's not just the NHS's job. But I agree, we could be better, and we are doing better. We are investing more money into it, we are trying. Although, you know, it's a very different story from the government than it is from doctors on the ground, but we are doing our best, and some of us are trying to speak up to make things better.
I've been to the psychologist before, and they didn't, even though I was self-harming and trying to end my life, he ended up not diagnosing it, and so I was just wanting Ranj's point on whether they should have diagnosed it or not.
Ranj?
Yes, they should have. But the thing is, I think we have to face up to the fact that young people aren't taken seriously enough when it comes to their mental health as well as their other health. Because traditionally, people don't think young people get sick. They think they're invincible. And therefore, they almost belittle their problems, and that applies to mental health as well as their other issues. And I think that if we started listening to young people, taking them seriously, and actually giving them a voice that they should have, then we wouldn't have a lot of these problems. You know, let's wake up to the fact that, you know, there is a real problem when it comes to caring for this group of people, and we need to do better.
A number of people who are very close to me suffer from mental health issues, and when things are bad, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, and often I end up sort of doing the wrong thing. You know, I tell them, you know, it doesn't matter, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal to them, and it's very important to them, and so that just ends up, you know, exacerbating the situation.
We can't shirk our responsibility. The NHS is there to help people. It's a health system designed to help people that need help. We can't forget that, but it is part of the puzzle. It's not the only thing that's there, and I think we also need to pay attention to some other areas too. That's not to say that the NHS is perfect.
Simply for campaigning to have a woman on a banknote, my goodness, I mean, I don't think that was ever a crime in life at all. I think what they did was a great thing, and the things that they had on their Twitter feeds was absolutely disgusting, horrible things to say, and we should do more to try and protect users.
Ranj?
I don't think they're ever going to have complete responsibility. Yes, they do need to take their fair share. I think it's more about educating and empowering people that are users to be able to say no, to be able to block, to know where to go for help, to know what to do when things go wrong. I think that's far more important, and give them, you know, the facilities to be able to do that than just policing every tweet or Facebook profile or status.
How would you stop this stuff from happening, Ranj?
What I think a great way to do it is to take away people's anonymity. And make them own up and be responsible for their tweets and for the stuff they put on there. The internet's full of a lot of junk. You're not going to be able to get rid of all of it, but you can do your best to kind of make people responsible for what they write.
To see how we're doing. Is there any change? Ranj, you are still in the lead, and the final 30 seconds goes to the panellist who's had the most online support, most online love during the show. No surprise, Ranj, that's you.
Really? It's only 10 seconds, though. I'm so sorry.
All right. One thing I will say is, as a young person, don't be scared to come forward for help. There are lots of people that are out there specifically rooting for you, trying to listen to you. Make sure you've got a voice, and we will listen.
Very positive message. Thank you, Ranj. That is almost it.